All right, let's go. If you are tired of not feeling fit, tired of just not having a focus, tired of just not having the financial resources to live the life that you deserve, this is the place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi. This is the Live 100 podcast, the place you come to break the habits that no longer serve you so you can get the life that you deserve. Today, I want to talk about false beliefs. And so many times in life, we tell ourselves a story. We tell ourselves a narrative. We tell ourselves basically what we want as our opinion of why we can't get what we feel we should have, right? Why we can't get fit, why we can't be healthy, why we can't have a ton of money. We tell ourselves these false beliefs. And today I want to dive into them, right? I want to dive into the false beliefs around wealth. Many times it's said that you have to have a tremendous amount of wealth just to be, of course, in a position that you can live the life you want. But what it keeps us from doing is it actually keeps us from looking at our finances and really dialing in to what it is that we make and what we spend. It can be so scary because many times we feel pushed up against a wall where each week we have to stress and see how far our dollar goes, right? And so if you think about that, if that's you, ask yourself, do you know where your money's actually going? Ask yourself. I did this years ago and it was eye-opening when I could just truly say, oh, I spend this much each month and I make this much each month. And if one, of course, your expenses are greater than your income, well, that's stressful, right? Because you have to do one of two things. Either find a way to massively cut down your expenses or two, make more money. But when you can get to that point where that's your options, you can understand what you have, at least you know where you are. I've always found it so much better to know where I am today and know what I need to do than to just have it out there into the world of guessing to understand if I can make it happen. Because what's fearful, right? What can be fearful is that if you have no idea of what needs to be done, well, then you feel lost. You feel out of control. You feel wild in terms of your circumstances because you're not in control. And it could be true, right? You could be making less than you need to spend. And at least you know that you have to find a way to be in figure it out mode. And you come here to live 100, so you will go out there and figure it out. But you need to know what your starting line is. Next is wealth is purely about luck. You know, I was listening to something the other day and it was said really good that one of the interview questions that someone asked, and one of the only interview questions is, how lucky are you? And they would hire a person who would say that they are on a scale of 1 to 10, a 10 in luck, and they wouldn't hire people that would say they're a 1 or 2. Did they believe in luck? No, but they believed that people would be optimistic to the circumstances, whether or not it was going in their favor if they said they were a 10 on luck. Is there luck out there? Does that play in your favor? No, you'll be sometimes in the right position. But wealth is not about luck. It's about learning the concepts of how to go out there and make money and to invest and understanding that wealth and money is abundant and you have plenty of access to it. And there's plenty of people out there that you can showcase that have started from nothing and have gone and done the work and have gotten themselves into position to make a ton of money. So you can be lucky in all environments by just going out there and taking action. Next, investing is only for the rich. No, absolutely not. Investing is for you today. If you can find a way to start to put money aside, you can start to allow to add up. If you start putting out $100 a day, $100 a week, $100 a month when you're 18 or $20 or 20 years old, do you know how much money you will have in aggregate if you just put it into one of the indexes, which on average makes about 8% a year? Think about that. 8% of a year into the rule of 72 means that you will double your money for what you've invested every 9 years. So think about how much wealth you can grow, that you don't have to have a large chunk. You just have to start with what you have today, but then be disciplined to it. You have to invest first. Then you have to have money left to take care of your expenses. Then you have to have money left after that to go and live your life, right? But that is how you start to build wealth, is about investing now before you think you have a big slot of money. And then foregoing some of the pleasures that you think you need right now. Oh, I need this massive new TV, or I need these new pair of sneakers for your future self tomorrow. It doesn't say don't live your life. It says go and invest now so you can have more wealth to enjoy and have your time back tomorrow. Next, saving is better than investing? Nah, not so much. You can put money under a pillow and very quickly find that your money's deteriorating, especially with the world of inflation today. Inflation basically means that your dollar doesn't go as far today as it did yesterday. So the only way to track that is that you're putting something into work, putting your money to work where you can actually outpace inflation with the returns that you're getting into investments. So ask yourself today, what is the story you're telling yourself within your money? Because most of the time it's a false belief that you've created a narrative of why you can't be wealthy when in fact you can be by just starting now to learn the trades, the tools, the processes that others have used successfully to do just what you want to do to have a ton of money. Next, your health. Many times we say, oh, I can't be healthy because I can't do X, right? So one thing is that, you can just exercise and eat poorly. Well, in your 20s and your teens, you might be able to do that where you can eat very poorly, and then your exercise just allows you to have the metabolism just to keep up with your poor choices in meals. But as you grow older, you have to understand the food that you're putting into your body is highly affecting your mood, your output, your environment. It's highly impacting you. So you have to take account to eat in a clean way that meets you. You can't eat like other people. You can't follow any fads diets. Your diet has to be something that can work for you. Next is that you need to work out for hours to get the results you want. No, my average workout is 40 minutes. It's a 20-minute cardio workout and a 20-minute cardio workout and 20-minute kettlebell workout, and I'll do 5 minutes of abs. We'll call that 45 minutes. That's my average workout. I do that. I get it done. I get in. I get out. You know what happens? I get bigger, I get stronger doing that model because I'm consistent and disciplined for it. Next, fad diets is the way to lose weight. No, fad diets is a way to crash into where you want to go, but not have any control of when you get there. So ultimately, it's a wild thing that you can't keep up with, that you're trying something that's not good for your body, and it's putting yourself in a position to potentially get short-term results, but that are not long-term results. Find what is you. Find what is your life. Find something you can repeat. Find something that you can do each and every day of your life to live your life that can get you the results you want. It's much better to not torture yourself to do some crash diet that doesn't actually work and only get you to a result, and you quickly lose it because you can't keep up with that crash, than to just take into account to eat in a certain way where you can live a happy, healthy life. And lastly is that health is about enjoying your life, but living your life. Health is about activity. It's about going out there and living long days and long years so you can be around for your kids and your grandkids. It's to be there so you can have the funds necessary to face obstacles that come up, but also explore the world. So ask yourself today, what false beliefs are you telling yourself? And is that the truth? Or is that something of a comfort you're trying to tell yourself just so you don't actually have to look through into the truth of what it actually is? Or if you're standing on the outside today, just ask yourself, how do I get started? Go over to jasonyarusi.com. There's a free assessment there you can take. It's a self-assessment you can take today to get started. And if you can do anything for us, go and leave us an honest ratings review. That's what we got today. Let's do this.